What's up guys, Bearded Jeeper here, and today we're talking about fire extinguishers. Why do I need a fire extinguisher in my Jeep? That may be a question you guys are asking yourself, wondering why I'm even watching this video. I don't need a fire extinguisher in your Jeep. Well, let me tell you, I've personally seen a couple of Jeep fires, and they're scary things. Oh, something's smoking. That's never a good sign when the Jeep starts to smoke. While wheeling, my buddy Eric and I, we didn't realize there was a bottle of brake fluid that was just floating around in the engine bay. Right there is a bottle of brake fluid, and as we were going up a pretty steep obstacle, that rolled down onto the hot exhaust and started smoking like crazy, and it could have caught fire. We didn't have a fire extinguisher on board. We really should have. I wish I had partnered with H3R Performance a long time ago. Now, H3R Performance actually sent us all these goodies here sitting on this table. We have one of their max out fire extinguishers and one of their HalGuard extinguishers. I'll tell you the difference between those in a minute. This is actually just the bracket off this one. We also have this quick release fire extinguisher bracket that mounts to your roll bar on your Jeep with a quick release pin to pull. We have this universal fire extinguisher seat mount to actually mount the fire extinguisher under your seat, which I think is one of the better options. And we have this extremely heavy duty aluminum clamp mount that can mount right on a roll bar with a quick release pin, and this thing works really well. Now, one thing I really like about this company, H3R Performance, is that they not only want to sell you a fire extinguisher, but they want to help educate people and make sure they know the differences between a regular fire extinguisher and just like a crappy one you might buy at Walmart. Yes, the one at Walmart will work, it will put out a fire, but there's some different pros and cons. These actually go through an Underwriters Laboratory, and basically what that means is they have an outside company test these and make sure they're all legal, up to code, so that way you're all set and you don't have to worry. These are legal in the 50 states, and when you need to use it, they will work. They've been tested and proven to work. Now, HalGuard actually offers two different types of fire extinguishers. You have your max out. This is your dry chemical for ABC fires, and this is what you normally see out of a fire extinguisher, the white cloud of spray, and it puts out fires and it works really well. They also have this fire extinguisher, and this is their HalGuard edition. And what HalGuard is it has a chemical in it called Halotron. And basically, without getting too boring on you, without all the science gobbledygook, it's safe for all of your electrical fires, and it comes out clear. It looks like you're spraying out like brake clean or something, which is pretty neat because your normal fire extinguishers, you can't really see a clear path to the fire. As soon as you start spraying, you get a cloud of smoke and you get all this white powder flying everywhere. You can't see if the fire's out or not. Well, it sprays nice and clean, and you don't have to worry about it. You also don't have to worry about cleanup. This actually evaporates right off, no messy cleanup. You just maybe wipe it down a little residual residue, but it's not going to harm any of your plastics or any of your electronics or something like your dry chemical fire extinguisher will. So I think this is definitely something to have, especially if you have a lot of electronics in your vehicle or you're worried about an electrical fire. This stuff is definitely the one to have. Another thing that sets these fire extinguishers apart from any of your just cheap Walmart fire extinguishers or anything you'd find in any other kind of store is these are all metal. You want to be wary of anything that has any plastic on it, because that can bend and break and warp over time, especially if it's sitting in a hot vehicle. These fire extinguishers are meant for a vehicle. They're meant to sit in a vehicle. They're meant to keep you safe. They're going to work when you need them to work. And that's one of the biggest things. You don't want to grab your fire extinguisher, go to spray, and not have it work. That's kind of the point of having it in your vehicle, is to keep you safe and other people safe. Another thing with fire extinguishers is you don't necessarily need them to protect yourself. You more use them for someone else's rig. You're not always going to have a chance to grab a fire extinguisher when you're jumping out of your vehicle because it's on fire and trying to put it out. You're almost grabbing your fire extinguisher more when someone else has their rig on fire. So I really think everyone just needs to keep a fire extinguisher in your vehicle, especially if you're off-roading, going out there, having fun in the woods. So easy to catch fire and something hot hits your exhaust, burst into flames, and if you're not prepared, you could have serious injury or you could lose your Jeep. No one wants to lose their Jeep because it went up in flames. These are some pretty awesome fire extinguishers. H3R Performance is a sister company of H3R Aviation, and they put these things in planes, so I think they could put out a little Jeep fire. So some final takeaways on this fire extinguisher have to be that it's got a high strength steel cylinder and it's got an easy to use trigger and handle. Very simple to use, and you don't have any plastic bits up in here, keeping it safe and working well for when you need it. These also have a 6-year limited warranty, so you don't have to worry about it. If they fail, they'll replace them and they'll take care of you. They want to keep you safe and make sure you're not catching on fire in your Jeep. Pretty compact, and they are rechargeable, so you can reuse them. Make sure if you're going to get them recharged, you actually go through a certified person and make sure they can recharge it and get it all back into working order, because you want this to work well when you need it. And these fire extinguishers are meant for your vehicle, for your Jeep. I'll put a link down below to their website so you can check it out for yourself. Maybe a little bit more pricey than your average $25 Walmart one, but I think your safety is worth it. Now I will be making another video on some of the mounting options they have for these and showing you how to mount it in a Jeep Wrangler, my JK, and then eventually once I get the Project Zip Tie, my Cherokee, built up, I'm going to show you how to install one in there as well. That's what this mount's for, is for the Cherokee. But those are some of the reasons I think you need a fire extinguisher in your Jeep. If you found this video helpful in any way, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Really helps me out, helps grow the channel. As always guys, stay bearded, stay Jeepin', I'm out. About another thing that sets these fire extinguishers, I want to talk about one more thing that sets these fire extinguishers apart from just your average Walmart brand fire extinguishers. I can't say extinguishers.